Hello traders, I decided to put together another recap for today, the 31st of October, because I did have a number of elite range bar traders emailing me saying it was a pretty difficult day, and it definitely was overall. It really wouldn't matter what sort of system you were trading. It was pretty tough to make some good pips because the moves like this one off of Frankfurt Open were pretty sudden and no real pullbacks to get in on. Then things were quite choppy for a while, so the potential pips available were quite low, but there still were a few to be made. And it's really with these type of days that as long as you can get out with some positive pips, or you don't hurt yourself too badly in terms of having more than a couple losses, you'll be setting yourself up just fine for those bigger days that are going to come, those 50 plus pip days or even those 100 pip days where you really get good market movement. So it's important on these days to make sure that you are doing what you can to protect yourself, hopefully, like I said, making a few pips and at least preparing yourself for those bigger days to come. So taking a look at what I traded today, I took a short that was looking for a breakout during Frankfurt Open. Frankfurt is very well known for its reversals, and we did get one that was quite sudden. I tried to protect my position with this level in here, but unfortunately I did get taken out for a couple pip loss. I could have easily had a break even based on the type of reaction that we had off the 50 level, but I did try to hold a little bit longer. Unfortunately, I was looking for some sort of long in here as a potential reversal, as I mentioned during Frankfurt, but I wasn't able to find one, and price just took off and really didn't give another good chance to get in until up in here. But this was not what I would consider to be one of the best available opportunities without any real pullback after this type of big move, so I passed on that. But I did take a 1D setup in here just past the 1.3 level, which was a big level for a lot of the European morning in here, as you can see on the M5. But I took this one, and I probably should have had some alright pips. We did have some indications in here that we might be putting in a top on a bit of an exhaustive burst, but I tried to hold out on that and unfortunately got taken out at break even. And then from there I did try another short. This was after a couple other attempts that the market tried to push lower below this 1.3 level, and it couldn't do so. But in this case, we had a really nice formation in lower high, and so I was looking for either this to break and break fairly strongly, or to see a false break of the level and potentially reverse my position. And I basically decided all of that before I got in this trade, which made it easy to reverse when that breakout failed. So I got out at that pretty much at break even. I actually made, I think, about a half a pip on it as I was doing it quite quickly to get prepared to reverse the position, and I went long just above the 1.3 level. From there was every indication that this little spike was going to stop at the previous highs, and so I just took my pips. On a day like this where it was really hard to make pips, I was still down for the day all the way up until this point. I was just looking to get approximately 10 pips on that trade, and so I was happy to almost accomplish that goal. And then from there, this was a time that I don't normally trade. The New York times in here are a little bit off just because of the time shift that we have going on this week, but I didn't have any trades in here. But then once we had this pretty strong run down, I did take a short on this pullback, another 1D that was in line with the bigger overall trend with a couple strong moves to the downside. So I was basically looking to be aggressive, to take aggressive shorts, and we did have a good setup here with the elite range bar system to take a short. And then there was a later setup as well if you did miss that one to potentially take some pips. And this one worked out quite well. Didn't go very far before it did come back a little bit, but it didn't come to my entry area, so I didn't even need to move to break even on that. And it eventually did push down quite a bit lower. I could have done a lot better on this trade in terms of my exit, but I did allow it to come back a little bit, hoping that we might continue that trend just because we had seen such a strong trend earlier in the day. But I still got 17 pips on that. So that was basically the end of my day. At that point, it was a pretty exhaustive day. I at least pulled out some positive pips, but it's pretty tiring when there are few opportunities available and there's really not a lot to be made. But like I said at the start of this video, as long as you can hopefully be somewhat positive on these very difficult days, or have a very small overall loss, it's those big days that really move you forward and take your account to the next level. So you don't have to worry too much about the days when the market is difficult, when it's a struggle to make those pips, because there are good days to come. And more often than not, you do have those good days with better quality opportunities available. So that was it for today. Just the 5 trades on Euro USD, range bar 3, couple winners, couple break evens, and a small loss for 24 pips. So hopefully you guys find that useful to see how we traded in the difficult conditions today. And I'll be sure to put together more of these videos for you in the future. All right, thanks guys.